Your third base person, Harper's Bazaar, loves Blittle League. She loves being part of the infield. She loves being your friend. And she loves the Somerville Grammar School fashion contest.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And that is what is going on this week at Somerville Grammar School, where you all attend. Now, the fashion contest is a really, really big deal. It's a very immersive contest, which means that all of your classes for the day are condensed to the morning, and all of the different teams that enter the Somerville Grammar School fashion contest are given like a homeroom to work in for the entire afternoon every day leading up to the actual fashion show on Friday. So the Somerville Sunflowers have formed a team for the fashion contest. And unsurprisingly, this is Harper's Bazaar's world, and you're all just living in it. So she has tasked all of you with doing various things. There are mood boards, there are color swatches, there's lots and lots of fabric being passed around amongst the infield and the outfield. Jess Who is in a tiny little sewing machine that is just like a thing that she's moving herself. There's lots of surging happening. So it's very, very exciting right now. And this is just a really fun there she is. This is just a really fun kind of fun week for all of you. And after like kind of a day or two of Harper's just kind of working through kind of the ideas that she wants to put on the runway, so to speak, she kind of gathers everyone around and essentially asks who wants to be on stage on Friday for the show. We got a Zlobs, we got a Morgan. There are room for, conveniently enough, 2 more if anyone is interested.
Matt wants to do it, and Darcy wants to do it.
Oh, really? I didn't hear him say that, but that sounds like them. Okay, thank you, Morgan.
I'm here to support the team.
So Harper's, Harper's is like, okay, great. We have 3 definites and a maybe. Unrelated, Mindy, can I talk to you by the fabric?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, everyone.
Okay, I'm going to keep playing with my cereal.
Mindy.
Yes.
If you don't want to walk the runway, that's totally fine. But if you want to, that's also totally fine. It's up to you. I just need to know because I need to start doing some measuring.
I can do it.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's get to measuring, everybody. And so all of you are gathered around a table looking at all kinds of awesome like concept pieces. So since the 4 of you have agreed to walk the runway, I want each of the 4 of you to describe the outfit that Harper's Bazaar has designed for you.
Mine is like it's full of it's really slick, and it's full of like fiber optics, so that if I can provide electricity, they all like glow.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Cool. What else is going on?
Okay, so mine, it kind of doesn't look like very much if you're just looking at it, because it kind of looks like if you just throw it on the floor, like a pile of just like blue fabric. But it's designed so that I like put it on over me, and then I start standing up, and then I fly up, and it all just falls back behind me like a giant train, and it's it's a rainbow. So like all the fabric just kind of like slowly cascades as I rise, and it's a rainbow, but all of the different colors are a different like fabric or made of something different. So like there's the red is made of roses. Everything's different. It's so cool.
Awesome.
Mine is called the Hive, and coming off of me are all of these different bees, and I'm wearing a beehive on my head, and I have to balance it carefully.
There's a very special building in Boston called the Prudential Center, and that's what I look like. A very tall block glass building. It's blue that says Prudential on top.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the chat is asking for it, and we're going to deliver. There's also an accessories competition as part of the overall runway show, and Jess Who has volunteered to wear a little hat.
What kind of hat? What kind of hat?
I don't know, chat. What kind of hat? What kind of hat should Jess Who wear to for the bowler? Bowler's the first one I heard. Jess Who is wearing a very fancy bowler hat in very dark purples and reds. Jess Who is feeling very, very fancy as Harper's is like measuring Jess Who's head, and Harper's is like above the ears or below the ears, and Jess Who kind of looks and is like, I don't know. above. I want it to be jaunty. And Harper's like, no problem.
Jess, you look really jaunty.
I feel really jaunty. This is great. And once I get all the fabric in, I'm in charge of the surge machine. So she,
sounds dangerous.
I hop on a desk. Ooh.
Harper's points at you.
Yes. Hi, Zlobs here. I want to help. Can I get some? Can I buy my own cloth? I know a really cool place where they sell cloth.
Yeah, sure. Of course you could buy your own cloth. What do you have in mind?
Oh, there's a cool place over by a cemetery called The Deep that has a lot of cool old stuff in it.
Sure. Yeah. So long as you have it back here by tomorrow, then I'll have time to incorporate it in.
And Harps, do you want me to do you want me to bring my own bees?
You've got bees?
Well, I see them outside sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to special order some bees, but if you could just forage bees, that'd be great.
I'll take a peek.
And Harper's?
Yeah, Morgan.
Do you have a granola bar?
Yeah. She unzips the pocket on her sewing vest, and then there's a smaller pocket inside the pocket which she also unzips and produces a granola bar.
It's got dried cranberries in it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is the pocket for the dried cranberry bars. I reached there because I was giving it to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, everybody, we got a lot to do, so let's get to it. So all of you are, kind of tasked with doing various things and having a great time. Actually, what is let's play with that a little bit. What is your center fielder Lisa Lemonwedge in charge of?
Intel.
Intel. Lisa Lemonwedge is scouting the other teams.
Yeah, everybody loves Lisa, so they let her in on what they're up to.
Yeah, and Lisa is Lisa kind of asks you, I was like, will subterfuge be involved? Like, you want me to get in there? And, like Harper's is like, don't do anything illegal. But Lisa doesn't even need to kind of coerce people into saying what's going on. Like, every time Lisa walks by one of the other homerooms, everyone's super excited and she goes in. So, yeah, Lisa, over the course of the week, is giving you intel that all the other teams are doing things that essentially her big intel is actually, you know what, Mindy, why don't you give me 2d6 plus sharp,
Oh, alrighty.
and that'll determine the intel you get.
Ooh, a 7.
7. Okay, so they are all the other teams are definitely having a great time. It is becoming very apparent that the level of skill on the other teams does not match your level of skill. So it's one of those things where, this is, ostensibly a contest, but the big thing is you realize that, Harper's, like the Sunflowers team is probably going to beat the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about kind of running your own race here. Like, Harper's is very, very hard on herself. And so if, she might win, but still feel like she didn't win. And so it's a lot of like, okay, everyone keep your head down. Everybody work real hard. Yeah. We have to be the best versions of ourselves. So that's what's going on.
I asked Harper's if she wanted me to read the minds of the judges to see what they prefer or are expecting. And she says that she will never apologize for her art either way. So I guess that was a no.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it's almost like the record scratched when she responded like that. It's like, no matter what, I will not question my own art. And then, like, with like a twirl, she like walked out of the conversation. And like, Adam's like, is that a yes or a no? Like, eventually you settled on that's probably a no.
I don't think she wanted it.
No. But yeah, so you've all got some stuff to do. So let's get to it. Let's start with going and getting that fabric. So Zlobs, you drive downtown. You have a working driver's license and everything, and drive up to the place is called the Deep.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of place is the Deep? What's the deal there?
Well, it's like built into the side of like a hill right over the cemetery, and it seems like it used to be like nice, but now it's like all broken down, and like the windows are cracked, and there's like old dusty clothes in the window. It's a very welcoming place.
Yeah, definitely. Is anyone here with Zlobs?
I'm here with Zlobs, and I'm keeping an eye out for bees.
Yeah. This is a field trip that hopefully will check a couple of boxes. So yeah, you head to the Deep, and yeah, it's kind of it's a dusty kind of place, like a dark and dusty kind of place. Yeah. And the proprietor here, let's ask the chat. Chat, what is the name of the proprietor here? Because this proprietor is Now I'm seeing Bowler, but as the GM,
Emfring.
Weston Investment. Yep. Weston Investment, that is definitely now lore. So Weston Investment doesn't enter the room so much as emerge from a shadow within the room. And can I help you both?
Yeah, I'm looking for some cloth. I saw in the window you have clothing, so I would assume you have cloth here.
I'm only here for support and bees.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. That makes sense.
Why aren't there anyone else here? I would expect this place to be cool and hopping of people.
The deep is by appointment only.
Oh. Hi, I would like an appointment, please.
I have an opening now.
Great. Mindy, things are going
Welcome.
so well. Thank you.
I really want to know if Weston Investment has any secrets.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I know
Mindy.
that
I'm proud of you for lasting this long.
I know
There
that
was four lines of dialogue.
I haven't had any reason to go into Weston's mind yet, and I know that's usually the impetus, but in this case, Weston just gives me a weird feeling, and I think that it would actually be the responsible move to look for a secret in this case.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. You just want to make sure this is a fair and equitable dealing. So
Yeah, just gonna take a little peek.
just a little peek. Let's have you roll 2d6 plus weird. 10 plus good news, 6 or less bad news, 7 to 9. Yeah, we'll see the news.
Yeah, we'll see what the news is. Oh, 13.
All right.
Mm.
Weston Investment is the second you pop into his mind, like the second. It is like a travel montage. Weston Investment has been everywhere to the point, like the shopping in the markets of Marrakesh, and like traveling the Silk Road, and it's like all over South America. Like everything in this store, Weston Investment knows where it came from. Everything in this store, by the way, is crafted in this store. There is nothing on here that has a label on it. Everything in this store was made by Weston Investment and his apprentices, his apprentice tailors and craftspeople, from specifically sourced fabrics and materials from literally all over the world. Like, Mindy, you see just like a montage of him like shaking hands or bowing or like sharing a meal with, farmers and cloth makers on every continent. You have seen Westman like wander into caves with like nets, like waiting to capture something. And it's pretty wild. But the sense you get is anything you buy here, literally anything, is of top quality and made by Weston Investment for a very specific purpose. So, just the fabric, huh?
Mm-hmm. We go to the Somerville Grammar School, and we're having a fashion show, and we're gonna try to win. We usually win, but we really try hard and be our best selves, and we're gonna look really, really cool.
So you would want something special then?
Very special, please.
Something meaningful.
Something with like a purpose behind it. And wow, my goodness, what was that noise?
Sorry. We'll have someone clean that up.
I'm sorry. I knocked over a lot of gumballs. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'm so sorry.
I would offer you one, but they are covered in glass. But that's fine. Do not worry. You're both Blittle Leaguers, aren't you?
Oh, could you tell?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you're wearing your catcher's equipment, so
yeah. I have a license to have used grenades.
That makes sense. You are in Blittle League. So you don't just want a good, strong polyester. You don't want a soft, breathable cotton. You want something as tough as you are. Nano silk.
Oh, yes, please.
The strongest non-magical fabric known to humankind.
Oh, how do you make it? Like bees or something?
Nano silkworms.
Oh, that makes sense.
They must be so small.
They are tiny but industrious silkworms.
Nano.
You, in point of fact, can't even cut the fabric. Not with not with fabric scissors anyway. He gestures to a well, it looks like it's from space. It's a plasma cutter that is on this like giant arm attached to a giant machine. And one of his apprentices, in point of fact, is using it right now to cut metal plates out for something. We need the plasma cutter for it.
Oh, I look at it with my glasses on.
Yeah, even with your glasses,
it's bright.
Nano silk is no joke.
Yes,
that's
please.
what you're looking for.
Sure. Mindy, this is really good customer service.
Yes.
Here, try these on. He hands both of you scarves made of nano silk.
On our necks?
Yes. How's it feel? What's nano silk all about?
It feels like a sailboat in a good way.
Yes. It's very sturdy, yet soft.
And also powerful and a long history. Boy, this just feels great.
Right.
I feel pretty confident wearing this nano silk.
If you both wouldn't mind just putting it right down here on this tailor's table.
It kind of feels great. I don't want to take it off.
But you must. These are bespoke. Someone is coming in to pick them up later today.
I don't think
sure?
I can take them off.
I don't know if I want to unwrap it.
Yeah, it's too nice.
But you must.
I leave.
Oh, oops. Looks like my friend is gone. I must also take my leave. Then,
okay.
For to follow him. Okay, I leave the store as well.
You have both stolen the nano silk scarves.
It feels too good, John.
Yeah, it happens.
Zlobs.
Yeah, it just feels great.
Weston Investment does not follow you out, does not send anyone after you. Weston, as you leave and the door closes, the camera lingers on Weston for just a moment, and he leaps to the end of a ledger with a page that says "Forbidden," and he just jots down your general descriptions.
Zlobs.
Yeah.
I think it was really rude the way we left Mr. Investment like that.
Well, I just feel like, if he didn't want us to feel so good, then we wouldn't. Mindy, it feels really good. It just feels really nice.
And he really made us put them on. Weston insisted.
Yeah, it was just Weston's fault that we were so fabulous right now. Okay, do you want to go drive on the highway with the windows open so our scarves go blow behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the two of you go driving on the highway, and this is freedom. This is what freedom feels like. This nano silk stuff is serious business.
Mindy, you look so good.
I know. You look good too.
Thank you.
And so you're barreling down the highway, enjoying the wind whipping through your hair and or scarves.
Hey, Zlobs.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think bespoke for these? I mean, who do you think that these were bespoken for?
Mine has the anagram of U.S. So probably someone in the United States.
Maybe.
Yep. This is totally fine. Anyway, Darby and Morgan, what are the two of you working on right now?
We're at the tie-dye station.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so Harp said that we should all have something. So all the outfits are different, but we should all have one thing that's like unifies us. And so even though I don't think she likes tie-dye very much, she allowed it to be tie-dye socks. So we all have tie-dye socks that we wear with our outfit. So we're setting that up.
Yeah. So the two of you are just setting that up and chatting. And what's nice is that you kind of look around and you see, just all of your teammates working on different things. George Grundle is currently hemming, and Jess, who is in a rideable surging machine, and Lisa Lemonwedge every so often walks by and shares a meaningful look with all of you, and it's just really nice to just have this moment where everyone is just unified of purpose. So the two of you were just chatting and enjoying your time.
Yeah. Hey, Darcy.
Yeah.
I've been working on a thing. Can I show you?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Show me.
I made a sock for one of your wings.
What?
Yeah. It only covers a little bit of one wing because I hate sewing, but here, look, what do you can tie dye it if you want, or you can throw it away, either way.
I am never throwing that away, Morgan.
You like it?
I love it. I am going to tie dye it because
Okay.
this is my first time tie dyeing and it's really fun.
Yeah. I wish
so...
you would not tie dye it yellow and brown.
I won't tie dye it yellow and brown.
Okay, thank you.
I'll tie dye it purple.
Oh, okay, yellow. That works.
Yeah.
Not to say your old wings are bad. I just, I
won't put it on.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
Yeah, it sort of looks like an ornament a little bit. Which is very festive.
Weirdly festive. Okay.
Thank you. No one's ever. Well, Harps is gonna make me a vest for my wings, but then I got new wings, and the vest that she started to make wasn't gonna fit anymore. So this is the first time someone's actually made something for my wings.
I'm doing my best, Darcy.
Thank you. I didn't make you anything yet, but I can show you a new tie-dye technique that I have developed.
All right. What do you do?
Okay. So I call it the tornado.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you take whatever you're tie-dyeing. I know we're wearing socks, but I'm gonna do his t-shirt because it works best with the t-shirts. So you hold it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you hold it with just one hand, and then you go like a tornado, and then you hit some stuff.
I'm gonna sneeze and cause an electricity to come out of my hands and catch it on fire.
And you plunge it in.
All right. Now it's all scorchy and weird.
I feel like it's gonna look even cooler now, though, than I thought, because it's gonna have all those holes in it. Kind of like ripped jeans.
It's gonna be ours. Hey, Darcy, what are you gonna do when you walk on the runway?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna fly.
Darcy, you're gonna fly on that runway?
Well, yeah, of course, because I have to be able to show the full brilliance of my rainbow. So I'm gonna fly. And then I'll probably vomit because I'm actually kind of nervous about it, even though I don't want anybody else to know. I should probably tell Mindy, though.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, you all are the only. I don't normally I don't know. You all are the only ones who normally see me fly. It's like not something I do in school.
Can you?
And I don't know. Like
Darcy, can you actually? Can you excuse me for one moment?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna like run off somewhere.
Sure. Does the camera follow you or not?
The camera follows me for just a brief moment where I tell people, all right, so for tomorrow, for the support crew for our team, and then the camera fades off.
Awesome. Yeah, we lot of close up shots of Stanley nodding along and Fox making a note and Bix nodding, and then like various circuits and servos start spinning, and Kit flipping up her leather jacket and kind of giving a cool nod. So time passes. This is an all afternoon thing. And near the end of the day, just as Harper's is about to kind of dismiss everybody, Zlobs and Mindy return, slightly tan, wearing magnificent scarves, kind of hair blown back, laughing.
Greetings, sunflowers.
What?
Salutations.
What's on your neck?
Yeah.
This these old things. Mindy and I go back to back. Huh.
Can I touch that? I'm gonna touch that.
Magnificent.
I
Light,
didn't think that
strong.
anything. I didn't think anything on Earth could feel that way.
Is that nano silk?
Well,
heard of it?
maybe.
Yeah.
Don't really know where it came from.
Well, you went to the deep.
Oh yeah,
That's where we got him. Yeah.
what happened is we went to the deep.
We had an appointment.
We had an appointment,
Mhm.
but you know what's so weird is there wasn't even anyone there.
Harper's Bazaar appears as if summoned in the middle of your huddle.
Hi. That's very startling.
And she's giving you this look. There was no one at the deep. Weston
yeah.
Investment was
There
not
might
at the deep.
Mindy was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, Mindy was there.
Zlobs
Was
was
Weston Investment there?
there. I can't quite remember.
I check all my sticky notes. I didn't write it down.
Yeah, there might have been
Shandy-
somebody.
Harper's.
Right there.
I'm not Mindy, but I can totally read their minds. He was there.
Zlobs, Mindy, we're sunflowers. And we're the infield. And the infield doesn't lie to the infield. Did you do something to Weston Investment to get those nano silk scarves?
Yeah, we did crime.
We didn't intend to. It was like we just felt. I just felt compelled to go be windswept.
Yeah, that's a good word, Zlobs. Compelled. We couldn't help it. We just couldn't take them off. It was like Weston wanted us to put them on and feel this way.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just
Of course
take
he
it off.
did. He's an exceptional tailor and salesman.
Well,
I was going to get an entire roll of nano silk tomorrow.
can you imagine what it would feel like to be wrapped up in that like a burrito?
Oh my goodness.
That's what I was hoping to do for all of your clothes.
Yeah.
The lining was going to be nano silk for the fiber optic outfit, for the Rainbow outfit, for the Hive outfit, and for the Prudential Center outfit. To say nothing of Guess Who's Bowler.
Okay. Well, maybe if we take them back, then it'll be okay.
Did he write your name in some kind of book?
We didn't see. We left in sort of a hurry.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to redo everything without the darn nano silk.
No, Harper's. This is your design. This is your art. Let us try and fix it.
Or at least steal it. I mean,
No.
my goodness, no. Wait, why? I never steal things. What's
It's just so compelling.
Why don't
feel
I
so
just
compelled.
take the nano silk back and I can say that I found it somewhere?
Yeah, that sounds great.
No, Darcy, me, you, Zlobs, and Mathers are all going to the deep at this moment. We're going to return things as a team.
As a team.
As a team.
As a team. We're going to do the right thing as a team.
As a team.
As a team.
The way we play games, honestly.
Yes.
As a
Honest
team.
and true.
Cha.
At the Deep, the four of you are standing outside, and you open the door, and just as you're about to all walk in, Weston Investment, again, does not enter the room so much as just kind of emerges from shadow.
Hey, Weston.
Morgan! My goodness, I haven't seen you in an age. How is your mother?
Oh, still with Ryan. Sorry, Weston.
Well, he is a very good customer of mine, but I'm not here to tell anyone how to feel about anyone. I unfortunately cannot let any of you in.
May we ask why?
Oh, we need an appointment.
Yes.
We need an appointment. I would like to make an appointment, please.
Oh, right.
You are both forbidden to make appointments, as are your teammates, because you're in the book.
What?
What is the book?
Yeah.
The book is a ledger that I keep of people that are not allowed to make appointments because they misbehaved in the store or, in the case of your associates, took something from the store.
They are here to bring it back.
Yes.
I cannot take it back.
Because
But why?
Well, because you absconded with it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. We have a no returns policy, even for things that are stolen. When something leaves the deep, it does not submerge again. Whoever takes something out of these doors must keep it.
I walk in.
Zlobs, careful.
Weston
When have I
does
been
not
careful,
stop
Mindy? When have I been
you.
careful?
I don't know.
You walk in, and Slobs, this is up to you. What is in here that makes you immediately regret walking in?
Oh,
or-
great. It is a coal chute.
Yeah. You walk in, and in the the floor was all solid, covered in like nice low pile crimson carpeting. That's what you remember. But you walk in, and in front of the cash register, like right near the door, there is instead a trap door that is clearly a coal chute.
Okay. I walk around the coal chute.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A couple of investments apprentices that are wearing, kind of white coats and carrying all various tailoring equipment, looks at you, and then they look at each other, and they look at you. Were you a recent addition to the forbidden list?
Allegedly, I have not seen it, so I don't know for sure. I would like to return this scarf, please.
We cannot take it back.
Well, I take it off.
Do you?
I guess not. Excuse me. I'd like to report a defect in this scarf. Can I seem to take it off?
Did Mr. Investment tell you he did not accept returns?
Yes. Well, yes. Well, I imagine there's a warranty. I don't need to return it. I'm just exchanging it.
We don't offer warranties on our products. We don't need to because they never break and no one's ever dissatisfied.
Can I talk to Weston?
Yeah, while Zlobs is inside being shown a clear description of him in the Forbidden Book, you are talking to Weston outside.
All right, Weston. I tell you what, I only want the chance to pay for what they stole. And in exchange...
Now, that is the right approach.
Yes.
Oh.
What did you have in mind?
I don't have any money on me at this time, but I do have something. I'll have Carol call you.
Carol?
My mom.
Such a beautiful name.
It's a great name.
Well, that's very kind. It has been some time since I spoke to Carol.
Yeah, and I'm sure she can make financial arrangements. She's very trustworthy.
We are not in need of money, my young friend.
I mean, to buy the things.
You see, they were bespoke to someone else.
Bespoke.
Here's what I suggest. Actually, you know what, Morgan? I roll 2d6 plus charm.
Oh, could I help?
Sure, how do you help?
Well, Mr. Investment seems to have a sort of inflexible personality and also seems to maybe sort of not find us charming or likable. I'm wondering if maybe I could just quietly adjust his personality for only a moment to find us maybe adorable.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll this one first. This is going to be 2d6 plus weird, -1 because this place is covered in defensive wards.
Yes, very true. Okay, let's see if we can get him to just sort of be very charmed by us.
12, 13, 14?
That would be a 5.
Close, very close.
Does that give me a 0 or a -1? It's very important.
That's going to be a -2.
Oh, sorry.
Cool.
He does not find us charming.
I'm going to look at him and go, oh, please, for a 6. Oh no, it's -2, a 5. I went from a 7 to a 5.
I did not help.
Yeah, I just want to point out, you don't use the term cool at all when describing allegedly me in here, so I don't believe it's me. Anyone can have grenades.
So Weston, like Mindy, Weston Investment does not know about, presumably, psychic power, but Weston does know good magical security. And so what happens is, you're kind of staring at him, trying to figure out, how you can kind of get into the personality center of his mind, when all of a sudden he has a pager. It's not even a phone, it's a pager. A pager on his very nice belt goes off, and so he very quickly unbuttons his double-breasted coat and reaches in and looks at the pager and then looks at you and then looks at the pager, then puts it away and then rebuttons the coat. And you suddenly feel that all Weston can think about is the fact that it is making less and less sense that any of you are here. And so you kind of have to stop because you're like, oh, I think he knows something is up now. And, he looks at you, Morgan, and kind of holds up his hands. All right. Morgan, I want to do you the service of not allowing you to continue to say things that would embarrass both you and me.
Oh, that's actually really mean.
I'm going to talk to Carol, but I have decided that there is a way to pay back what you have done to the deep. I can no longer accept these scarves back. But I am sorry to say that these scarves were the last of the nano silk that I had.
Oh, no.
So you are going to keep these scarves and the guilt of taking them. But in order for me to complete the bespoke work for the patron whose scarves you have taken, I'm going to need more raw nano silk, and you four are going to provide it to me by tomorrow.
Deal.
Okay.
And where might we find something of that nature,
Is there
Mr.
something-
Investment?
Is there something crawling out of that coal chute?
Yeah, Zlobs, by the way, you at this point have kind of been ushered back outside, and you are you kind of catch all of this. Yeah, there's nothing down that coal chute that is probably going to help you. No, what the heck? Let's roll for it. Why not? 2d6 plus sharp -1.
Okay, 5.
The open coal chute is the reason you left. Like, you were not ushered out, like something in the coal chute. You were like, I don't want to be in here with that thing open. So Weston Investment looks at all of you and says, well, the four of you are industrious young people. You are all smart, if cavalier. I don't think I need to answer the question, where can you get nano silk? All I can say is good luck finding it, and I expect a bolt of it by tomorrow.
Like a bolt of lightning?
No, it's a bolt. A bolt of fabric.
Oh.
Zlobs.
Oh, I learned something new today. That's very nice. Thank you.
I know who we can ask.
Who can you ask?
The reason why Carol doesn't call anymore is because Ryan has a different supplier.
Oh.
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
Yep. Yeah, Ryan has a remarkable amount of like nano silk lined clothes that he gets from the deep. But he hasn't been shopping here much lately. So you get Ryan on the phone?
I can't at this time. He works at his office and he keeps the phones dead, so we have to drive there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you drive to Ryan's office.
Well, Mindy, it looks like we're getting some scarves. This is going to be great. What a great deal for us.
Yeah, you like those scarves? You like them?
They're really nice, Morgan.
They're really nice scarves. It's true. It's hard to take them off. I'm wondering. I can't stop thinking about whose these were supposed to be.
It says U.S., so it's probably somebody in the United States.
That's what I said.
All right, I want each of you to give me a sentence describing Ryan's office.
Oh, it's the building has written up top Prudential at the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part is when you walk into the lobby, there's a big waterfall and you can see the elevators on either side of it, and you can see into them like through glass, and all the way up is a waterfall, water coming down and down and down.
Behind the waterfall, there's one of those huge glass elevators that goes all the way up, and inside the elevator there's always a barbershop quartet singing. So you get serenaded while you go to your floor.
Yeah, the Prudential Center is lovely, and interesting. And the four of you kind of walk up and start walking through. It's attached to like a big mall and shopping area, and you're kind of looking for the door in there. And as you are kind of walking through the park that leads up to it, you notice Harper's Bazaar sitting on a bench, looking up at the Prudential Center, sketching it. And she starts to look towards you, and she sees you all. And she's like 100 feet away, so she's like, "Does any of this have to do with the thing?"
It does.
Just a fun trip to.
Oh,
It does.
Sorry,
Sorry,
yeah, Mindy, where are you supposed to lie? This is a very convoluted situation we got ourselves into.
Matters. We're Blittle Leaguers. Stop lying.
Sorry.
You're blind.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by how compelled we were by the scarves. We've caused so much trouble with our crime.
But we look great.
We look amazing.
It feels so good. Back to back.
It does. Yeah. Harps, we are on our way to a source to get some nano silk. You might know that. Is there anything that we should know about handling it, or you know a lot about these things? Anything we should be worried about when we get it?
Yeah, Darby, roll 2d6 plus sharp.
Nine.
Okay. Well, if you get it in its worked form, no, it's comes in a roll of fabric.
A bolt
need
of
to
fabric.
go-
I learned it comes in bolts.
That's exactly right. It comes in bolts.
I learned that today.
So you can't cut it with scissors. We're going to need to use the metal shop's plasma cutter for it. So that's important. It is totally safe and inert when in its final, in its form of fabric. If you're getting it from a raw material source, you should be careful, though.
Thought that might be the case.
Careful of what?
Well, nano silkworms tend to not live anywhere hospitable. They do their best work in dark recesses where they can quietly spin their silk.
My mind has dark recesses.
I know.
I like recessed.
All right.
I don't want to tattle, but Zlobs ate a stickless corn dog with his bare hands in the car, so his fingers are kind of oily.
Don't touch. It was really
Infield?
good. Yes.
Infield, you have to be honest with me, okay?
Mhm.
Should I be nervous about whether or not I will have nano silk?
You will get nano silk.
Yes.
That's the Morgan guarantee.
Yeah, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan's guarantees always come through.
Mm-hmm. She's so good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, Harper's goes back to sketching the Prudential to get the inspiration together, Zlobs, for your outfit.
Oh, it's
And
so
you
good.
all head in through the beautiful elevator with the music, and you're going up and you see this building. There's all kinds of lights and sounds, and it's a busy place, and there are a lot of adults doing adult stuff. And the door opens to Ryan's office, and Ryan's assistant looks at all of you. I trust you're here to see Ryan.
Yes, Bob. We're here to see Ryan. I need to see him right away.
No
Bob,
problem.
we could, we're here on business, so we could probably use some coffee.
Extra sugar, extra coffee.
All right.
How did I do, Mindy?
A little something
We
pops
sound
up
so
on
good.
Yeah.
something pops up on Bob's screen. The Boylston conference room, just down the hall.
All right.
And so you all.
I'm gonna yank Zlobs and Matters by the scarf to the room, ignoring the coffee.
Morgan, it's not our fault. These scarves make us so confident.
Morgan, I can't stop voguing. I learned that is recently. I can't stop doing it. Just.
Oh my goodness gracious, Zlobs.
So yeah, all of you are led by Morgan to the Boylston conference room, which, like all of the conference rooms, the chairs are as expensive as cars. There's like this beautiful like wood table, this oval shaped wood table. There are pitchers of waters. There are bowls of fresh fruit. There was. Oh no, those aren't leftovers. No, they just keep catering in here all the time. There's a whole sandwich spread going on. And the four of you sit down, and within a couple of minutes, someone that is not Bob, someone whose job it is apparently to just make coffee, shows up with a whole coffee setup for all of you. And within a couple of minutes, Ryan and some coworker of his kind of walk up, and you like see them walking down the hall because it's all like glass. And Ryan is he turns and kind of waves and then says like one last thing to this coworker, and they shake hands. The coworker leaves, and Ryan walks in. Oh, Morgan.
We need
Darby,
nano silk.
Severus, Mindy.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh.
I've
Hi,
had
Ryan.
some coffee. Good morning.
Good morning.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Morgan. Nano silk?
Yeah, or at least your nano silk supplier, and then we'll be on our way.
Why do you need nano silk?
Why do you need...
Do you see how good it
Fashion
looks?
show.
Yeah, imagine if this is a scarf. Think about a whole suit.
Can I just say Blittle League, and that be enough?
Fair. Those are excellent scarves. Did those come from investment?
You could tell they're flattering in every direction, especially our personality.
They're investment originals.
They say
No.
US on it.
Made in the
Maybe
U.S.
someone in the United States, right?
That's
That's
right.
what I said. Yeah.
All right, Morgan. Roll 2d6 plus. For dealing with Ryan, I'm going to say cool, because you are trying not to yell or get mad, and just ask him for a thing and then leave.
That's a 3.
Can I help?
Sure.
we gotta use the miracle.
Ryan's a really serious business guy, and I'm feeling pretty confident and wondering that maybe it might help if he was just in an extra goofy mood today. Think I can sort of try to make Ryan goofy?
Okay.
I wonder if that might make him go with the flow.
Yeah. You are going to dramatically remake this man's personality. Let's roll 2d6 plus weird and see what happens.
Okay, let's see if Ryan's feeling silly. Oh. No, another 5.
Wow, we are rolling high today.
Oh, wait, I don't have a -1 for this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a 6.
That is a failure. So, reading
It's less of a failure,
reading
John.
the rules for the new you skill.
Oh no.
On a 6 or less, the effect is permanent or the opposite of what you want. GM's discretion.
Oh no.
Did you know this
And
was this
you
dangerous?
And you wanted him to be goofy.
I'm a goofy guy.
Uh-oh.
Ryan starts pacing around the table.
Oh, that's very goofy.
And he looks out the window. The busy street below. The vapor trail of a jet. Stares off the horizon.
I'm gonna look at Mathers like,
And then he says out the window, well, what do you need nano silk for? The world's not that dangerous of a place. And he turns around with 3 apples in his hand and begins juggling them. You know, everybody, this is a world of magic. This is a world of wonder. Nano silk, you know who nano silk is for? One-handed now. You know who nano silk is for? Nano silk is for businessmen and people that fight demons. And never the twain shall meet, ideally, but sometimes they do.
I add an
So
apple.
I'm going to say, unfortunately, I don't want to share the nano silk because if you get it, it's just going to make me nervous about your safety. And then he catches one of the apples in his mouth and one in each hand.
who are you?
Oh, it's really well.
I'm the
coordinated.
guy that's going to order half a dozen pizzas right now. So if you stick around, you're going to have a pizza buffet.
Yeah.
I've got one last trick up my sleeve, but we have to go to my house. Zlobs, Mathers, Darcy, we gotta get the heck out of here before there's a pizza party. I don't want to have a pizza party with Ryan.
But it's a pizza party.
No,
Maybe we can intercept the delivery person and steal one pie.
Yes, more theft.
As you're leaving and plotting
Never
your
mind.
second crime of the day, you hear over the intercom for this floor of the building, hey, party people, this is DJ Ryan. Cancel your 4 p.m. meetings. It is karaoke time.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna grab
As the
Zlobs and
elevator
Mathers.
doors close.
I'm gonna grab Mathers and Zlobs by the scarves and get Ryan.
No, my pizza, okay.
All right, we gotta go to my place. I know where we can get some nano silk.
You know where?
Yeah.
Why did you say so earlier?
Well, I didn't want to get this nano silk.
Okay.
All right, Morgan, we are now at your house.
All right. I have.
You have indeed stolen a pizza, by the way. At this point, this is just the crime episode, so you're eating a
Ryan
pizza.
paid for it, so
It
it
was
was
paid for. It was for us. It's not theft.
All right.
I'm
I
sure.
have- Go ahead, Mathers.
I'm sure Ryan will be feeling better tomorrow.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe.
Mathers. What is going on? You know what? I'm gonna ask questions later.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go to a closet and I'm gonna pull out 4 jerseys. And I'm gonna hold them up and say, all right. This is the nano silk. It can be repurposed.
They're so
Morgan.
smart, Morgan. But
They say Charlie on the back.
Morgan,
mm,
where'd you get those?
They're dad's old jerseys. The thing is that he wanted nothing more than to see me on this fashion show day, and I kind of feel like this is what he would have wanted. I can't think of any other way to honor him better. I'm out of options, and this is my Morgan guarantee. But also, I just kind of want to do it to honor him. So,
Is
let
Morgan
me do
lying?
this.
Can I tell if Morgan's lying?
Morgan, are you lying or are you being truthful?
I'm figuring this out as I'm speaking, and I'm being truthful.
Yeah, Zlobs, you think you believe her?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't start that way.
She's your pitcher. You can read her. You think you believe her?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It started with guilt, but I think I've come around, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
okay.
If you're sure, Morgan, you know, I bet Harper's is going to do something really special with them.
You think? I got this really cool sock thing that I've been making for Darcy. Y'all got to see it.
I love sock.
All right.
Oh, it looks like an ornament. It's so cool.
Thank you.
How do you articulate that wing so well?
It's sort of like how you go like this with your fingers.
That makes sense.
You know, you don't have to think about. I don't have to think about it. It's just part of me now.
Well, I guess we're gonna win the talent show. I mean, the fashion show then.
I mean, we were
back
always
at
gonna win it.
That's true.
Back at the it's the next day now, and you have to sit through like a morning of class with this big duffel bag full of old nano silk jerseys.
How do we do in
And-
class?
Darby, give me 2d6 plus sharp.
Come on, Darby.
3.
Why are we so bad today?
Mindy,
What?
I don't get this. Is
Zlobs.
Ulysses S. Grant? Why is he doesn't? What does the S stand for?
It stands for something.
S for something? Ulysses something Grant? Okay.
No. I meant
Okay, you're being very
Don't
confusing.
write that down.
Oh, the teacher's looking at you. You're talking too loud.
I'm not talking loud. I'm being helpful. It does stand for something.
Okay, something.
Yeah, so obviously you've all got a lot on your mind. And so anything that you were to learn this morning, well, you'll just have to learn another day.
Oh.
And the second it hits noon, you all sprint to your homeroom, and in there is Harper's, and she's kind of working over a bunch of different kind of designs, and looks up at all of you. Oh, good. All right, we're here. Well, nano silk.
Here. It's kind of used. You'll have to refigure it out, but do amazing work, Harper's. I know I shouldn't have to say it, but please do it this time.
Harper's kind of lifts it up and looks at it. Are you sure, Morgan?
Yeah. It would be an honor.
Okay. And all right. Harper's gets to work. All of you get to work over the next several days. And it's a montage. There is sewing, there is holding, there are dresses and people are looking at them. And, as it's going on, we see the auditorium of the Somerville Grammar School getting the runway set up. And it's, the chairs are being set up and people are filling in, and we keep cutting back to, seeing like Jess Who like surging and Jorts Grundle doing incredibly intricate detail work with needle and thread. And eventually all of you kind of huddle up. You're all backstage. You're all wearing what you're going to be wearing, and Harper's kind of gathers everybody up. Okay, everybody, huddle up.
Okay.
Okay. First and foremost, we did great work this week. We all, no matter what, we were certainly exuberant. So go out there, have a lot of fun, and by doing that, we're all gonna go past the max. How's that?
Go past max.
We're going past the max.
My hands in everyone.
Sunflowers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sunflowers.
Whichever one of you is up first kind of peers through the heavy the heavy fabric
Curtain.
Wow, I forgot curtain. And
Happens me.
And you look out, and it's a who's who in the crowd of Somerville. Both Mr. Mathers plus Nana Mathers are here. Your friends, your family.
Mathers, your dad.
I see him.
Usually he's away on
Ted
business.
Permanakis is here. Ted Jr. is here.
Permanakis is made it.
Oh my god!
Oh, and then together.
And,
Isn't Mr. Permanakis the beekeeper who gave you those bees?
Yeah, they're trained
Ted Permanakis
super
helped
well.
you out. And sitting in the very front row, because as if it was a concert, she got here several hours early and sat in a folding chair outside, is Coach Martinez.
Coach.
She's holding up a sign that said "Go Sunflowers" and also all the other teams. I'm sure the fashion will be great. Go everyone.
The writing got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Misjudged, and it's just. But yeah, so you're all there, and kind of the music starts, and the curtains open. And I want each of you to give me a description of what it looks like when you take the runway.
I'll go. I'm going to confidently strut out. No lights on at all. And I'm going to walk all the way down to the center. And then I'm going to turn around. But just as I'm about to, I'm going to go like, oh, wait, there's one more thing. And then I'm going to snap my fingers and the lights are going to all shine.
Whoa.
I'm not going to go back, though. I'm going to hop into the audience.
Nice.
Classy
and
move.
As you do, the lining of the nano silk lining of this starts glowing and shining through, and right across your back it says in Jersey script, Charlie.
Oh.
And you just kind of walk through. Big cheers. Who's next?
I like drape everything over me, and then come out from behind the curtain and sort of somersault just a little bit, so that I'm like a little ball on the ground, and then crouch like this, and then just burst up into the sky, extend my wings as all of the rainbow fabric just falls behind me. And I was really nervous, so Jess Who was like there with me and flew up with me and was whispering nice things to me in my ears.
Yeah, like the two of you are flying up, and again, like it's almost like, Darby, you have a couple of different lives. You have the life of like a mystery solving, power hitting, demon slaying war angel. And then you also have the life at Somerville Grammar School, and like you're the same person, but it's these two sides of you. And so like when you extend the wings for the first time, you're thinking like, how's it going to feel to do this in here? And Jess, who is on your shoulder, her bowler looks just great.
Yeah.
And she's so proud, and she's like wearing like a little tuxedo jacket, and she's just so happy. And she whispers and she says, "Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great.
Thanks. Okay.
You already did great."
Okay, I'm just really I can't see well, and I'm scared I'm gonna like fly into a tree or something, and then everyone's gonna think that I don't actually know how to.
Incredibly well in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you'll warn me if we're about to hit anything.
I will.
Okay. Thanks, Jess, for doing this with me.
Absolutely. Thank you for involving me. All right. 45-degree up angle and go.
Yeah.
And then essentially Jess, who is calling telemetry data in your ear as you kind of bank and twist through the crowd, rainbow billowing behind you.
Yeah.
Jess is essentially like your spotter, just calling the banks and turns. And eventually you land. Silence. And then Coach Martinez gets up and starts screaming, "Yeah!" And then everybody else gets up, starts cheering like crazy.
We did it.
And Jess, like the second Jess who gets backstage, she looks at you and she just kind of extends her wings and kind of hugs the side of your face. You did so good. You did so good.
You did so good. I couldn't have done it without you, Jess.
Look at this hat.
Bowler hat.
Oh.
All right, who's next?
I get very nervous to go on stages in front of people, because when you do, sometimes they think their own thoughts about it very loudly, and sometimes they are not so kind. But today, these bees are buzzing around me. They are giving me confidence, like company. And I know that I'm going to do Morgan's dad proud, which is giving me confidence. And I have my brand new scarf on still, which is giving me confidence. And so when I take my first couple steps out on to the stage, there's one voice that I hear the loudest of all. And it's my own one in my head saying, "You can do this." And I do. I walk to the end. I do a small wave to my nana. I turn around and I walk back.
Have like the rest of the sunflowers are like waiting in a half circle, and the second you walk back through, they all jump in and start cheering and waving like you just hit a home run.
That was so
Harper's
good.
Bazaar, who read the room perfectly as always, and who is wearing like a headset and one of these and has a clipboard, looks up at you. Good work, second base. And you walk.
Thank you.
And all the bees are just kind of swarming in good defensive patterns.
Good job, everybody.
Nice work. Zlobs.
Defensive. Oh, the lights turn down. The bass rumbles in the auditorium. A sound of an orchestra starts playing. It sounds like New York by Frank Sinatra. But as the music swells, the lights turn on, a harsh spotlight on center stage, smoke fills the room, and rising through the floor as the song crescendos into the song. It's not New York, New York. No, it's Boston, Boston, as the Prudential Center proudly rises up, wind sweeping back the scarf from Bob. And I vogue.
2d6 plus cool.
A 10.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
This is a heck of a cold shot, Zlobs. But you own every last bit of this, every movement precise, and even the ones that aren't still kind of are. You are moving. The lights, they're now starting to move through the audience. Everyone else is voguing. Ryan is in the back wearing those New Year's Eve number glasses from 2014, and he's voguing. Everyone is voguing. Great big huge applause, and then you walk out as well.
I go back on stage and it sinks back down.
Yeah, you walk out and then you return to the center and it sinks back down. The rest of the fashion show is similarly enthusiastic, if not as technically proficient as the Somervilles. The winner is, of course, lead designer Harper's Bazaar, who wins a plaque and gets to give a speech, which is she gets up and looks at everyone. Go Sunflowers! Go Sunflowers!
Yeah!
And big cheering, and then all of you and the other models do one final walk on the catwalk to thunderous applause. Weston Investment is sitting in the DPs. Got a few minutes before an appointment with someone that is here to pick up a couple of scarves, and he is talking on the phone with Carol Woodstock. Well, no, Morgan didn't do anything wrong. She tried to make it right, but, well, she ran out of time, I suppose. Yes, I suppose I could make a large rainbow bathing suit for Ryan. That's fine. Yes, well, I can't let them back in here. The book is the book, so if they need fabric, they're going to have to go elsewhere, though, Carol, we do appreciate your and Ryan's business. All right, goodbye. And then he hangs up, and at exactly the turn of the hour, we hear the whirring of helicopter blades. And the helicopter lands on a building 2 blocks down, 2 doors down from the deep. San Felipe Tower, the 3rd largest building in Boston. Helicopter door opens, and a woman cuts a direct route to a private elevator that takes her down to the ground floor. where she walks on the street, surrounded by a couple of bodyguards to the deep. And inside, Weston Investment is standing there. Miss San Felipe, good to see you. And she kind of stands, half smile on her face. Well, we don't have the order. And she kind of tilts her head to the side. Well, we have a strict no return policy, and a couple of children, Blittle Leaguers, were so enthralled by the scarves that they took them. And she walks over to the book and opens it and turns to the forbidden page and scans your descriptions. And she looks at one of her bodyguards, who nods and goes outside to make a phone call. And she looks back at Weston Investment and he says, once the nano silk comes from the suppliers again, I will prepare 2 new scarves and a 3rd as a gift. And she nods. And with that, Unity San Felipe turns on her heels, walks out the door, and has some work to do in terms of figuring out who exactly all of you are.